guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you're new here, hi, my name is Giselle and thank you for tuning into my channel today. When I sat down to record this video, it was honestly, I was just going to recreate a look that, I was just going to recreate a video that I had already filmed, but then I took off my channel because it was bad quality and stuff. But that's going to be for another video because this one turned out to be a video for you girls that are starting with makeup, or you girls that need a little bit of tips on what to do for your makeup, tips and tricks about makeup. So this is practically a beginner's guide on makeup. I literally went in depth and I talked from the very start. I went from like my brows to primer to foundation to the steps from your makeup phase, and I really just share with you guys all my tips and tricks. I mainly did this video for you girls that you guys are just intimidated by makeup, but you guys do want to start wearing makeup and you guys don't know where to start. So this video is for you girls. You guys want to see how I created this look, this like super natural look, and also you guys want some tips and tricks about makeup, then just go ahead and keep on watching this video. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump right into this video. I have my mirror right here, so I hope you guys don't mind my mirror. I'm pretty sure I already mentioned this in the beginning of the video, in my intro, that it's going to be a recreation. It's going to be a video that I am recreating because the other one was bad quality, the lighting was off, and just everything in total was not the greatest. So I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna just recreate this video. So practically this makeup look is a modest makeup look. This is a look I like to wear for church, so like Sunday mornings when I'm feeling a little bit not, like you just want to look extra cute or something, but you want it to be modest enough for church. You don't want to go too crazy with colorful or like too cakey sort of looks, like if you have too much going on. So yeah, this is a look that I always do. It's usually the same thing. Sometimes I switch things, like I add a little bit of bronzer in my eye crease just to give my face a little bit more depth, but usually all in all it's the same steps that I usually do all the time. So that's why I'm gonna share that with you guys. I hope you guys enjoy this video. This is for all my girls that are subscribed to me, that are subscribed to my channel, and that you guys are the same religion as me, and you guys sometimes want to look a little bit put together but not look too crazy in makeup. I want to share with you guys some tips and tricks that I like to use on my daily makeup routine. Well, this is not daily. This is usually when I'm trying to go a little bit more fancy, because on the everyday basis I don't wear makeup every day. So I don't know if I should share the products with you guys, but if I forget, all the products are going to be listed down below on my description bar. So yeah, you guys know this is my jam. I'm almost done with it. As you guys can see, it's like almost done. It's called the Olay Complete Normal. Really quickly, I'm going to apply some of this on my lips. My lips, ever since it started getting cold, they've been super dry. They got to the point where they were like excessively dry and they look disgusting. I'm not gonna lie, my lips look very nasty and chapped. So yeah, let me go ahead and I always like to remove my hair from my face. It just helps me do my makeup a little more faster and all that stuff. But really, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, this is, like I said, this is not what I do everyday basis. Everyday basis, I do not wear makeup every day. I wear makeup usually like on Sundays, or when I'm going to like a special occasion like my anniversary or like a special day, then I will wear makeup, but it's not even that crazy either. I never wear that much crazy like colorful stuff. It's just because I don't think I'm that type of person that goes crazy and all out. I mean, I've done like red lipsticks, sort of things, but never like something colorful on my eyelid, too crazy. It's me. I feel like every person has their way of being. So yeah, it's probably gonna look the same like all the other videos that I've recreated in my channel, or that I've done, not recreated, that I've done in my channel. But I hope you guys enjoy this video because I really wanted to share with you guys a modest version of this. It's not gonna be too much, not overdoing it, but not doing it too little. So yeah, I'm gonna hydrate my face with this Olay Mist spray that I love. All these products are like my jam. I haven't switched my products, so that's why I don't feel like repeating them. So probably I'll just leave them down below for you guys. It's gonna be better, so I won't have to talk so much. When I do my eyebrows, it's usually when I want to be a little bit like extra, because to be completely honest, I think my brows are okay. They are kind of thin, but the thing with them is that I don't like to go all out with my brows, because I feel like brows usually, I don't know how to explain it, but practically, I think my brows are okay, like naturally. I don't think I need to do much to them. Only fill in some sparse areas in the ends, but that's usually when I'm going like crazy with makeup, like when I know is going to be like, I'm gonna do a full face of makeup. So this step is weird. It really depends on my mood. It really depends on the time I have on that certain day, if I can actually fill in my brows, or if I'm in a rush, I won't touch my brows at all. So in this case, I'm gonna go ahead and just fill them in a little bit, because I did pluck them, and I just feel like I'm just gonna do a tiny bit of it. And I'll share with you guys the tips on my brows that I have, so they can look the most natural as it can be. Because obviously brows can be tricky too. They can be like, you know, you can make them look very fake super quickly. So you should, my face is not even dry yet. Let me just dry it really fast. I got this tip by one of these makeup artists that I was watching, and now I follow his step all the time. So I just brush them. The thing with me is that I don't like sharing my brows, because I don't think I do a great job. So me sharing this with you guys is something crazy, but it's good for us. So I'm gonna go ahead and just share with you guys. So what I like to do is, I saw this by a makeup artist. He shared this, and I thought it was a great tip, and I took it. So he says always to start filling in your brows from the top, because it's going to look more natural than starting from the bottom. So that's what I've done. That's what I've started doing. You guys, if you guys have your brow routines, don't even worry about me. You guys can go ahead and just skip like 10 seconds forward. It's okay. But you girls that want to know about brows, then I'll definitely, then I'm here sharing with you guys my brow routine. It's not even crazy though. Like, what I do is not even that crazy. So as you guys can see, I kind of outlined my brow. It's so subtle. So now what I like to do is, I just like to go in and just do like lines, strokes, whatever you want to call it, with my pencil of like hairs, fake hairs, since I told you guys that they're kind of missing some in the ends, and also in the front, just a tiny bit. Gotta be very subtle in the front though. And brush them out. And again, you guys can see the difference between my brows. There really isn't that much difference, but it just gives it a little bit more like fullness, in my opinion, because like I said, my brows can be a little thin. So yeah, same thing. I like to start at the top, and I'm literally just like with a soft hand, just like outlining my brows the most I can. Also, another thing that I love to do is I like to brush this way. So obviously brows are going this way. I like to go like this. And I feel like it just, I don't know, it just works for me. Right, guys, so brows are done-ish. Now the next step is obviously conceal them or clean them up with your brush. The reason I like to do this is because it kind of looks like you just got your brows waxed. So I like to put some on my right here, and I just grab this Wet n Wild brush that I have. It's like a thin, flat brush. And I really just do the bottom part. So really I just follow my natural shape, and it just gives it like a clean sort of look to it. I feel like brows are never going to be completely even because, as you guys can see, my brows are not even that even, but it's okay. It always happens. It happens to even the best artists in the world, makeup artists. So just don't even worry too much about it, guys. Anyways, now that I've done my brows, sometimes I do make them thinner and sometimes I do make them like thicker. Right now I'm more on the thin side because of church. You guys know that I don't like very crazy brows for church, so I like to go super thin with them, or not too crazy. Now I like to just set them with clear gel because obviously I used a lot of I just lined them out, so I really just go up and then I just like cross them over. Same thing for the other side. That's practically my routine for brows. The next step I like to do after my brows are kind of drying is I like to move on to primer. So my favorite primers, I really want to share with you guys my favorite primers because primers is usually what's going to make your face look nice, and you know, like if you have no pores, no nothing in your face, these are the things that you need to use so your face can look nice and natural and your makeup won't be like you know, like an orange. Okay, pretend we have an orange. If you put primer in that orange, it's not gonna, and then you put your foundation after, your foundation is gonna look nice and smooth, and it's not gonna be like inside the pores of the orange. The same thing as your face. I hope that was a good example. I kind of suck at things. So anyways, my two all-time favorite primers that, I mean, I've tried a lot of them, okay? And these are my babies. These are the ones that I'm obsessed with. And to be honest, guys, it doesn't matter if I'm doing like a 5-minute look, you know, just concealer. I think wearing primer makes your face look amazing, okay? That's just my opinion though. If you guys don't like primer, if you guys don't do primer, then, you know, no big deal. Everyone has their own little tweaks that they like to do when they're doing their makeup. But for me, this is my secret, okay? This is my secret to having a very pretty face, very like smooth surface and to work on and stuff like that. So yeah, these are the favorite ones, my all-time favorites. This is a Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. This one is amazing to remove pores. I have like a few pores on my nose, like right here. This is usually where I like to apply this. And this one is like for all around my face, but this one is amazing all by itself. I guess it's a dupe for the Tatcha one. If you guys are into makeup, you guys know what I'm talking about. But if you're like new in makeup, then you guys have no idea what I'm talking about. But practically, it's a very expensive primer. And it's like $100, no joke, $100 for that primer. And this is a dupe for it. That's crazy because this is only, I believe it's like $10, which you're saving $90 right there just on this. So yeah, that is another reason why I do not shop high-end makeup, because high-end makeup is way too pricey for me. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and apply all of this first, all around my face. In the other video that I uploaded, I was doing a get ready with me, like a modest makeup look version of it, and because I love doing get ready with me's because I just talk and it's just awesome to like share with people like what's been going on in my life and stuff like that. But I don't know if I want to do that with this video because I feel like people are not even that interested in those videos. So I'd rather just talk about the makeup and what it does. I really don't know, guys. But anyways, now I'm going to apply some of this really fast. Okay, so I really, I kind of let the primer just set a little bit on inside my skin, you know, like I just let it rest practically. I feel like that's another key for me. I let my makeup set, do its job before I like go on to the next step. That's if I have time. Like I told you guys, all this is if I wake up early that day and I'm actually like, I have time to do my makeup, because most times I just leave it for like a minute and then I move on right away to the next product. Also, that's if my kids are still sleeping in bed, because when they're awake, they do not let me do my makeup. They grab my makeup, they do a mess, and it's horrible, guys. So foundation wise, I have loads of foundations. This is really just also if I want to look, if I have makeup on, or a little bit to the more natural, super natural side, or in between. My makeup, to be honest, is like light to medium coverage. The only one that is excessively full coverage is, I think, only one of them that I have. I don't even honestly think it's actually not full coverage. I have to actually build it a lot. So yeah, most of them are very light coverage, but I think the Wet n Wild is medium full coverage. If you like pack on a lot of it, it can go to full coverage, but most of my foundations are very light coverage, and just because that's what I've gotten into, like all these, you know, wearing makeup all these years, this is what I like. I'm giving a lot of tips of makeups because, you know, I have a lot of people asking me questions about makeup, and I just decided to throw in some tips and tricks so you guys can like pick from them and like, choose the best tips and tricks for you. So yeah, that's why I'm talking a lot. I hope this video is not that long, but if it is, and if you're watching until the end, then you are a real one. Anyways, so for foundation, like I said, I just really, it's my mood and it's also my shade range. I have lighter ones and I have darker ones for like summertime. So really it all depends. It's winter already, so I need to go for my lighter shades. So this one is pretty dark. Right now, I don't think it's going to match me. So I usually like to use this one because it's dewy, it's super lightweight. Like if you feel like you have nothing on your face, practically, and it's great. It's normal to dry skin. My skin is pretty normal. So yeah, this one is very light, so I would probably use this one. This one would be a good time to use it. Honestly, I haven't touched my Wet n Wild one in the longest, so I really want to wear my Wet n Wild one today. I love the application of this. Let me just pull it up super close to you guys. This application is amazing because, let me just tell you guys, like, do you guys see that? That's it. That's all I have to do, and I have, it's like a spatula. So as you guys can see, the shade is, I think it's perfect to my face in person. I don't know if it's picking up right on my phone, but I think the actual shade is like a good shade for me. I did buy other shades though. I do have the desert one and I have another one. I think it's good because I'm pretty light right now on my neck because it's already winter, or fall, but anyways. So I really like to start with this much because like I said, I don't want my face to be too much. So I have my sponge here. It's wet. Let me show you guys the difference between a wet sponge and a not wet sponge. So this is a difference. This one's very dry. This one's wet, ready for the face. So this, what the only difference, you can use it dry, but it's kind of stiff. This one's like bouncy, and also this one is going to absorb more makeup than this one. This one's gonna leave your makeup more, you know, there. This one's gonna absorb more, and that's really what makes your makeup look very natural. Also, if you want to use a brush, it's gonna be like way more full coverage than a beauty sponge. So I'm gonna go ahead and wet this more because it feels a little bit dry again. So let me go wet it. So I'm back. Anyways, so I did wet it even more, and I think it got even bigger. So you guys can see that difference. So yeah, that's another tip I have for you guys. I was gonna say something, but I totally forgot. I lost track of what I was gonna say. Also, you want to work quickly with your foundation, especially if it's you have to know your foundations. So like this one is not drying. It doesn't dry as quickly as other foundations. But I have tried other foundations that I apply them on my face, and like even by like applying them, I have to start blending them because they're already like setting. And you want to avoid that because when they set, you know, obviously they're setting in place and it just doesn't look right. So I like to take my time to like really press on the product, balancing it for my face. Even if my foundation matches, I always like to bring it a little bit down to my neck just to match it. I'll show you guys my neck in my face. So yeah, I think it really matches well. Also, another thing I like to do I always wash my beauty sponges when I'm gonna use them, because this can cause acne on your face. So you want to avoid using dirty sponges. You want to make sure you clean them before using them. I always do that, guys. Even if I'm like extremely lazy, I just think about my face and I'm like, no, I don't want any pimples on my face. So I always wash my beauty sponges. So looking at my face right now, I really like how natural it is. But I'm just gonna go ahead and apply it just like small little dots. You have to be careful if you're gonna do this because you can go crazy and you can end up with a lot of foundation on your face. It happened to me before. But yeah, let me just go ahead and blend it before it dries on me. This video is not a get ready with me anymore. I mean, it is, but it's practically, I'm practically just sharing tips for all you beginner girls that you want tips about makeup. I just feel like it's going to be more helpful than me talking about my life. If you guys want to know like an update of what is, you know, if you guys want me to actually talk about my life, another get ready with me, how my weight loss is going. I do have 6 months already, like working out, eating better, in a caloric deficit, and I've lost 26 pounds. Then you guys can let me know and I'll film that for you guys, like happily film it for you guys. I love filming videos. Another great tip that I really like is you should always warm up your product before applying it to your face, because your face is naturally warm and your products are cold, and that sometimes triggers something. It just, you know, it doesn't blend that well and your face is like, whoa, you know, and then the product doesn't like go onto your face nice. So sometimes, especially like with other products, I always like to warm them up with my hand first. That's if I have a lot of time though. So you girls that don't have babies, or you guys have lots of times on your hands, then you guys should, you know, follow all these tips that I'm giving you guys. Moving on to concealers. Concealers is something that I use most times when I'm doing my makeup, because I don't know if you guys can tell, but I do have black eyes, ojeronas. The thing I'm dropping them with concealers is you have to go like 2 shades lighter than your foundation shade. Some girls go a little bit too high, but I mean, it all works in the end. Sometimes it counts as like brightening your under eyes. And some girls go like 1 shade lighter than their foundation to go like super natural, where you don't tell the difference between concealer and foundation almost. So it's really your preference. 2 shades here. So this one is pretty light for me. I don't know if you guys can tell the difference, but it's pretty light. This one is almost similar to my skin. So this one is like 2 shades lighter, and this one is like 3, 4. And I use this when I want to look very, like if I'm wearing makeup. This one's more of a natural one. I use this when I'm trying to go super natural. And most times I apply this first and then just apply like a dot of this just to like give it more of a brightness on my face, because this one has a yellow undertone and it just helps me cancel out the green under my eye. So yeah, that's another thing about concealers that you guys probably want to know, all you girls that are beginning in makeup and stuff. So I like to do that. You guys honestly don't have to do that. I just do that because it just, I don't know why I do it, to be honest. I just do it. So I'm just applying concealer everywhere where I have discoloration. So right here I have like red. Your girl has like green because of her mustache. I do wax it and I shave it. Not shave, with like the little that I clean my brows sometimes with. I just go over my mustache as well, but most times I wax it. So this is where I have the concealer. Let me show you guys the difference with this one. This one is, you guys see the color? It's a little bit brighter. And I do like dots, and that's practically it. That's all I really do with concealer. Like I said though, when I'm going super full coverage, I use this one. Blending time. I'm gonna grab this and I'm just gonna go ahead and blend it. So for church, I really don't apply this much concealer, but I went crazy. Because I was trying to explain to you guys exactly like, you know, tips and tricks about concealers. As you can see, there is a lighter cast than my actual face for my foundation. Practically what concealer does, it just helps you cancel out the green under your eyes. As I blend out this area, I don't really touch it. I just blend the outside of it because you can literally just move the product that you just applied under your eyes, and you don't want that. Anyways, this next part, I really do it sometimes. So it's sometimes when I'm like feeling a little bit extra maybe. It really depends, like I said. You can do it if you want. So this is a tip I like to do when you want a little bit of color in your eyelid. I love to use my bronzer. So practically this is the bronzer I use. Oh my god, I have a lash stuck. Anyways, this is a bronzer. This is only sometimes, and sometimes I just like my natural eye color and I just call it a day. If I'm in a rush or if I'm just you know, not feeling doing my makeup look too long. So yeah, I just use my blending brush, and sometimes I even use a fatter one. For example, I have this one right here. It's more fluffy, and this one is like more for the crease. So really I use this one and I just go like, this one doesn't have nothing on it, but I really just go like this and I put it on my crease, and then I go like this, and that's it. And the same thing for this side. I go like this and I just, like, do you guys, oh my god, it did have makeup. Oh my god, it did have makeup. Wait, did it? You guys, it had makeup. That's another trick I like to do when I want color and I don't want it to be too overly done. It's pretty natural as well. I like to do my bronzer. So I already showed you guys the bronzer. This is a brush I like to use. It's like an angled brush, you know, pretty fluffy. And I don't like to set my face with nothing yet because I feel like the bronzer picks up more product this way, and I just tap, I do tap motions. And since I have a mole here, this is like my guide, okay? My mole is my little like stop sign. So once I reach my mole, I quit. I just stop applying bronzer because you don't want to bring bronzer too close to your face. So yeah, usually this face is always prettier than this one because this one I don't have a mole and it doesn't tell me when to stop. But anyway, I know it looks like a lot right now, so I always like to put some on my forehead. Not a lot though. And then, I don't know if you guys can tell, but my hairline looks a little bit different, obviously. So for that, I'll show you guys in a bit what I do. So I always like to bring it to my neck as well. Okay guys, so we're up close and personal. I should have done this in the beginning of the video so you guys can actually see like super up close what I was doing. But my phone stopped recording on me, so I stopped in the bronzer process, which I didn't do much after that. Practically, all I did was I set my face and I applied some blush. So really what I started saying after that was powders. There's a lot of powders that you can use. I'm just gonna go ahead and repeat myself since all that like stopped recording on me, and I thought it was a good tip that I was sharing with you guys on that part. So there's loose powders. So I have this brand and I have this brand right here. These are the two that I like for loose, and then I use this one Wet n Wild press powder. This one is practically the name of it, press. So this one's pressed down, And this one you can use to set your whole face when you're in a rush and you don't have time to like bake. But I do like to bake a lot, so I use these most times. So this one is my favorite one, and this one. So if you guys are in the drugstore area, you guys can purchase these for loose powders. I set my face today with this one. All I really did was I grabbed my sponge and I grabbed the powder and I just, you know, applied it under my eyes. And then I did like right here to kind of clean my bronzer, because my bronzer was being a little annoying today and it was a little bit dirty. And also like I did my laugh lines, and yeah, with my after that, after I set all that in place, I used this brush right here that I got in my Ipsy bag, and I just wiped everything off. And like I said, in that portion, you have to be very gentle with your face, because your face is the only face you have, and you cannot be like rough, applying the makeup on your face very rough. Anyways, then I moved on to blush. I used this one for blush, and it's just the Milani Baked blush in the shade Rose de Oro. And this is how it looks. It's a super like, I don't know, like peachy coral shade. I already have it on my cheeks, so I did want to compare one cheek with blush and one cheek without it. And I also shared how I applied it, but like I said, that stopped recording on me. I shared these brushes. This one is my all-time favorite for the blush. So really all I do is I go 1, 2, 3 and then swipe back. That's really what you have to do when you're applying blush if you're going to use blush. Just how I like to apply it. I feel like it applies more natural that way. And always push it back. I know it's a weird thing to think, like, why are you pushing blush all the way to the back? And it just makes it look, I think, more natural in the end. I also apply a tiny bit on my nose, like right in this area, because I don't know if you guys have gotten like sunburn. You do get like a little bit of sunburn in your nose, and it's just like the tiny bit portion right here, so that's why I do that. That's practically all I've done, so I'm glad that I didn't not everything stopped recording on me. So I am using my front camera now. I was using my back camera, that's why I didn't even realize that it stopped recording on me. I went ahead and I sprayed more of this on my face just to really like not make my face look so powdery. That's where we left off, guys. So yeah, I'm almost done with my face. Step are my eyelashes. So I like to use an eyelash curler. The thing with eyelash curler is that you want to get a good quality one. I started off using like a $10 one, and you guys, they grab your skin a lot. So if you're gonna use an eyelash curler, I suggest using one that is good quality. It's probably going to be a little bit pricey, but in the end it's going to be worth it, and you're not gonna get hurt, you're not gonna chop all of your lashes by accident and stuff. The one I have, my eyes are shaped as an almond, so always pay attention to your eye shape as well. My eyes are kind of like almondy shaped, they're not too like round, so this one is like almond shaped for my eyes as well. That's one thing that I wish someone told me about as well. I was using the wrong eye shape, and that's why I was always cutting myself. Like, I legit would grab my skin. Lashes are curled like mascara. So my favorite mascara, I'm just gonna go through like all the makeup products that I have and like what I look for in products, just to help out you girls that are like, you know, starting off in makeup and stuff. So these are my two favorite ones. So this one is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. This is the one I use on the top portion of my eyelashes, and then this one is the L'Oreal Telescope Mascara, and this one super thin. I'll put it in my face so you guys can actually see it. And this one is the one I like to use for my under eyes, my lashes on the bottom. I don't just apply mascara. I feel like everyone starts with mascara though. But I love the spoolie on this. It's like very fat and thick. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start by applying this.
Your lashes don't like to cooperate with you?
Okay. Alright guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and just let that dry really quickly. Once it dries, I like to go in with my curler again, and I like to curl them again because, like I said, my lashes are kind of stubborn and they don't like to cooperate with me, so we'll just let them dry. I want to give a shout out to one of my friends. She kind of I kind of let her know right now. I kind of let her know right now that I was filming a video. So, Emily, if you're still watching this video, hi. So, Emily, si todavía estás viendo este video, she's a Spanish speaker, and she told me that she wants me to make videos in Spanish. So if you guys are interested in Spanish videos, then I would definitely like love to make a video like me speaking only Spanish, you know, going in depth with makeup and stuff like that as well. But anyways, so I think my lashes are like almost dry, so I'm gonna go ahead and curl them now again. So lashes are curled. I was super close to you guys because I wanted to show you guys exactly how it looked. We're almost done, guys. Really, this is all I really do for church. So yeah, guys, I feel like I covered most things for makeup. The last two things that I like to always do is there's like extra things that you can add in. For example, eyeliner, but I hardly wear eyeliner just because it's not my thing. But you can always practice at home to make the perfect liner, and you'll get better at it if you know you're not great right now. Also, lipsticks. To be honest, guys, these are my lipsticks, and I'll be completely honest with you guys. They're all like clear colored, like just a sheen, just like that, because most times I'm doing a makeup look for church. That was my fridge, guys, just ignore it. Gonna have to talk over it, but anyways, so yeah, this one is also another one I use. It's the lip balm, and it does the same thing as this one. It just gives me a little bit of shine on my lips. To be completely honest, guys, I don't have that much lip products. Those are the only two I have. And then I bought this one. This one is a red one, and when I'm feeling like bougie, I use this one. So I'll just watch it really fastly. But this is like when I'm feeling very like extravagant, maybe when I'm going on a date with my husband and I want to look super like, you know, red is sexy, okay? So that's the whole purpose of this color, okay? This is the reason why I bought this one, for my husband to, you know, think I'm sexy. But anyways, I don't use that for church, obviously, and I mean, I hardly wear it. It's only like in special occasions, like I already said. Next little tip I have for you guys is these are awesome because after applying so much powder on your face, you don't want to look powdery. So I always use some sort of spray on my face. So these are my favorites, like this one. You guys have seen this one on my channel millions of times. This is the Olay Mist one. This is not that cheap. I believe it's like 12 bucks. So yeah, if you guys don't have that much money, then I don't recommend you guys going out and buying this one. But it's super good. As you guys can see, I'm almost finished with it. And then I also like the Rimmel Stay Matte Fix and Go. It's a primer and setting spray. So sometimes I want primer on my face, but it's a 5-minute look. I just spray this, let it dry, and then start applying my makeup because I'm in a hurry. And it works amazing. It smells amazing as well. It's just amazing overall. So yeah, this is another one that I like. Locks in makeup, that's what you need. You need something that's going to make your face last a long time. And then I like this one as well. This one's L'Oreal Lumi Shake and Glow Dew Mist. So this one is the same thing. You can apply it before, after makeup, to set your face, whatever you want it. So obviously this one's for a matte face, this one's for a dewy face, and this one's for like normal face. I have like all three for when I'm feeling something. I have more, but I have to look for them, and you know, those are like, I think these are my all-time favorite ones. So yeah. There's a lot in the drugstore though that they're super amazing. I know the NYX one is super good, the dewy NYX one. The Wet n Wild little cucumber ones, the rose ones, those are super good as well. I've tried the cucumber one and I loved it, and I finished it super quickly. Last thing, I'm just gonna go ahead and spray this one on my face. Another quick tip I have for you guys is I have this spoolie right here. It's I got it when I got my eyelash extensions, so now I just use it for, like I said, I go in and I brush my lashes out most times just to like get all the clumps out and spread them out so they won't be like all clumped together. And also I also use these to like clean out mascara that I probably, you know how I told you guys to let it dry out? Well, you just have to like wipe out and it like comes off right away. So that's another tip for you guys. I have stopped using eyelashes, fake lashes. It's my personal preference, just because most times I'm in a rush and then applying the lashes, but sometimes I do. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I will apply lashes. So I'll leave that for another video, just because this video is already super long and I don't want to make it longer than what it is. But I can go more in depth on lashes. The eyelash glue I love using. My favorite drugstore lashes, I can make like a specific video for lashes only and like the purpose of them. That was my boy. But yeah, for now, I've been liking my natural eyelashes, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really hope you guys found this helpful. You guys got some tips out of this video for you girls that are trying to start in the makeup industry, and you don't know where to start. I hope this video is helpful for you guys. If you have any questions for me about makeup, you guys can always just text me, leave a comment in this video, or you guys can go to my Instagram and just send me a message. And yeah, I really hope this video was helpful. And yeah, that's practically it for this video. Be on the lookout for the other video that I have coming up. I'm gonna just recreate the look, the modest makeup look I did on my channel, like I already told you guys. For you church girls that you guys are looking for going to church, you know, with a little bit of makeup, but you don't want to go too extravagant or too crazy either. It's a modest look. So yeah, I would love for you guys to be in that video. I would love for you guys to watch that video as well. That's it, guys. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, a thumbs down. It just gives me feedback on what you guys are liking and what you guys don't really like. But yeah, that's practically it. I love you guys so much, and see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys. Mwah.